Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league.
Down in distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around mid.
That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give to the back. The Bulldogs will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Going up top. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Gets away from one. Finds room. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but These are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep...
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Auburn!
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The hand to the running back. And the Bulldogs have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. power football with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 6 over Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He wants to throw here on second down. A strike downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Quarterback will audible. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
Into the end zone. Oh, picked off. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Danced his way through traffic, pickup of 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Quick step and go. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Comes out throwing on first down. Escapes trouble. He's going to run it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tackle is made after the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Shakes off the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. And when you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Dalton. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk,
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return after 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Really good balance on that last drop. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to pass it on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the...
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but it'll be if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Dalton. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
29 Philly, 2-3.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Give to the big fullback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3.
Let's go!
From the gun, wants to pass. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2.
42, spot, over.
They'll try to blast their way in. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Hands it off. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Oh, Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got his man to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Gets a hand on the pass, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's second and 12. Getting some heat. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Tigers want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Get set.
Wants to go up top. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42.
Comes out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.